What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
As most fans claim, The Kissing Booth 3 is the best compared to the other two entries in the hit rom-com trilogy. We don't have to wait anymore. The final film is here, and we've all seen the end of Noah and Elle's romantic journey. But even if you're one of the most dedicated fans of the franchise, we bet you never noticed these details that one can only see if the film is watched at 0.25 speed. The phone number. The Kissing Booth 3 recently dropped on Netflix, and fans are pretty confused by its ending. The Kissing Booth 3 features Joey King as Elle Evans, Jacob Elordi as Noah Flynn, and Joel Courtney as Lee Flynn. However, the second film also introduced Taylor Zakar Perez as Marco Valentin Pena. This time, he had a much more important role compared to the one in the second film, as he made Elle and Noah question their relationship and chemistry. The beginning of the film explains that Noah and Lee's parents are about to sell the beach house. The house is certainly of great importance to Lee, Noah, and Elle as they grew up there. Now, at the beginning of the film, you can see a phone number shown on the selling board for the house. Interestingly enough, the number used in the film is a complete one. And here's a fun fact. When TV shows and movies need to use a phone number in their story, they often use one that starts with 555. Most 555 numbers are not working numbers, so when fans notice the number and try to use it, real people won't be bothered. If you use it, you'll definitely get the wrong number or no number at all.
I mean, that traffic on the freeway, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Some old photos. The final film's focus is clearly on college, with Elle still trying to decide whether to go to Harvard with Noah or to Berkeley with her best friend / Noah's younger brother Lee. The Kissing Booth 3 perfectly shows how Elle is not able to put everything aside and simply focus on herself. She's either trying to satisfy Noah's needs or to fulfill Lee's promise. And when it comes to her wishes and her needs, well, they don't seem to exist in the third, final film of the franchise. Set in the summer before Elle and Lee head off to college, The Kissing Booth 3 features scenes mostly filmed around the Flynn family's beach house. The producers obviously wanted us to see how much this house means to Elle, Noah, Lee, and, well, Lee's girlfriend Rachel, since she's also there to spend the summer together with her boyfriend. The Flynns are selling the beach house, and when Elle goes to the beach house, she recalls some memories while a few quick pictures of her, Noah, and Lee appear. Just take a look at them and see how adorable little Noah is.
Hey, bitches!
Love is a mini-trousered thing. As we previously said, Elle still can't decide which college she wants to attend. It's a pretty difficult decision, and while she tries to make a decision, plenty of other things happen in her life. She meets Linda, her father's girlfriend. She meets Marco again, she deals with Chloe, and so on and so on. However, she attempts to make her choice. Elle decides to go to Harvard with her boyfriend Noah. Noah seems pretty happy with Elle's choice, but things start to fall off as Marco and Chloe show up. While Elle was making a tour in the beach house, a scene with several books was shown. If you pay close attention, you can see the book, Love is a Mini-Trousered Thing. Here's an interesting fact. This is a book by English author Louise Renison, and it was published in 2007. It is the 8th novel of the entire 10 in the Confessions of Georgia Nicholson series. The phrase, love is a mini-splendored thing, is often used in plays, and it is described as meaning that someone can love more than one person simultaneously. In Kissing Booth 3, Elle tears up between her best friend Lee and her boyfriend Noah. Interestingly enough, the plot of the book featured in Love is a Mini-Trousered Thing is about a girl, Georgia, who needs to choose between two people.
Were you hanging out at the beach this summer?
Yeah, I just got a job lifeguarding at the water park.
Oh, cool.
Lived together at Berkeley. A lot of fans were, disappointed by the film's end since there was no confirmed ending. We never found out if Elle ended up with Noah or they simply went separate ways. Most fans also didn't enjoy the whole storyline where Elle's entire life revolved around the boys in her life. And again, this opens the question of Elle and Noah's unhealthy relationship. Does he deserve her? Is he the right guy for a girl such as Elle? What do you guys think? So, instead of focusing on herself, on the things she wants to do, on her own desire for a career, Elle focuses on making the most of her final summer at home. Elle finds a bucket list in which she and her BFF wrote fun activities to complete before attending college. When the bucket list is first shown in the film, if you watch the scene at 0.25 speed, you'll notice that the last stated rule is live together at Berkeley. Unfortunately, Lee and Elle don't complete this activity as Elle starts doing the same mistakes she did in the previous film. Noah, on the other side, tries his best by treating Elle much better than in the previous two films. But Lee still feels that Elle's time and complete loyalty are only for him. By the end of the film, Lee's mom advises Elle to pick a college that she wants and not depend on Noah or Lee. After everything that happens to Elle, she finally comes to a realization that her selflessness and people-pleasing attitude are only making her life worse. All of the characters are greatly developed throughout the whole franchise, and you can see a solid improvement in every one of them. Elle's development is mostly seen when she talks to Lee about focusing on what she wants for a change. And Noah, well, bravo! He succeeds in putting his needs aside for once and tells Elle that she needs to make a decision about college by herself. The fact that he also made a romantic dinner for her after a long day at work just proves that he finally changed. The Kissing Booth 3 ends with Elle, Noah, Lee, and Rachel reunited after 6 years, and while we learn that Lee and Rachel are going to get married, nothing about Noah and Elle is confirmed. The last scene of the film features Noah and Elle on their motorcycles, not confirming if they end up together.
Noah, you did all of this?
Wanted to make up for yesterday.
There will be a Kissing Booth 4. If you're a Netflix subscriber and you've wasted your time browsing through their offerings recently, you've certainly seen the Kissing Booth appear in both the popular and trending sections of the streaming service. That's only because the Kissing Booth is one of the most popular and watched Netflix original films nowadays. The Kissing Booth franchise started in 2018 with the first movie, which was quite successful and resulted in 2 sequels, one of which arrived back in 2020. The finale of the franchise featured all of the characters that we've previously seen, and even though it seems like we've said goodbye to Elle, Noah, Lee, Rachel, Marco, and Chloe, we, as well as most fans, feel empty because of that uncertain ending. The movies are based on Beth Reekles' novels of the same name, and there are only 3 of them. This would only mean one thing. The franchise is over, and the third of the Kissing Booth novels from Reekles is called The Kissing Booth 3 One Last Time, proving that The Kissing Booth 3 is the last one of the franchise. Netflix also made the confirmation when they referred to the third film as the third and final installment, suggesting this is actually the last time we saw Elle, Noah, and Lee together.
I don't like fighting.
What did you guys think about the ending of The Kissing Booth? Do you guys think there's a chance Elle ended up with Marco? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed our video, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching.